guys know Gary Aaron works in our office. Yeah. Billy Wise Gerber, Jeff Messenger, Tim Derrick, and Jim.
Jim, you still with us?
I am.
Okay. We're going to go live here in a minute, so
Okay, so we should be good.
there's Liz.
Hi,
Hi,
Liz.
Liz.
Hello.
We can't see Timmy, we can see you, you know?
That's a blessing.
Yeah. All right, today is the day after Election Day. Meeting of the Planning Commission. We do have a quorum. We have a couple guys live, and Liz and Timmy Swanee Barter Zoom. So, Chad, go ahead and get started. First thing we need is approval of the minutes. They're in your packet. Anybody chance to look over that?
I have a correction to the minutes.
Okay.
My last name is spelled wrong.
Who did that?
Oh,
I
no.
added an E, didn't I?
You did.
All right, I'll fix that. Sorry
I
about
didn't
that.
see that.
It's okay.
I'll make a motion to
Make a
approve.
motion to
with the
approve.
Note of Liz's name change.
Adding a letter.
Yeah, with the improvement on it. Okay.
I guess I could
All in
change it.
favor? All in favor?
Hi.
All opposed?
Aye.
So moved, Chad.
Okay.
Anything report? Liz, you have anything?
I don't.
Jimmy?
No, I don't.
Billy? Yep. Chad, you want to go over anything before we start on business?
Well, I will just say that I did email Chris Rogers from the ACOM working on the comp plan, and he said they're have nearly completed a draft for review. So I told him we were, meeting like this. I don't know if that's the best way to present it to the public, so I wasn't in all that big of a hurry because we're going to go more public, open forum, I think, when we present that, but it'd be nice to get the draft in our hands.
Do we have some specific period of time to review the draft then, or is it just kind of up
I think it's somewhat open-ended, because remember, we kind of jumped on this a little early, so we don't have any deadline or something like that.
Can you guys hear all right?
Yep.
I like the fact that
Good.
Liz doesn't have a mask on. I can hear what she said. She doesn't sound like she's muffled or muffled. All right, new business in?
Let's go ahead and do the districts, then, so Gary can get out of here, and won't keep him any longer.
Okay, we have three up for consideration, Tom and Mary Rosser, Chester Yoder, and Stephen Margrove. These are all three in the Rural Legacy area, Bear Creek watershed. Just a review on the requirements, they have to be 50 acres and or adjacent to somebody who's already in the program. They have soil requirements, they can't be employing sewer or water service. And these three all do intend to apply for Rural Legacy funding. Did everybody get a copy of the maps? Pass those around.
I think I emailed it.
I can tell what's there. My printer didn't do a very good job. I'm doing the Rosser property.
You can do them kind of in any order. Did you have questions about where Yoder was?
What's that?
Did you have questions about the location of Yoder?
I just had a question about the location of the Yoder property, but that's something we can do after we go through one at a time.
Okay.
I just have one comment. It was really hard to tell on those maps where the property, there's no property borders. I mean, there were tax map borders, but there's no way to, or at least looking at it the way we're having to look at it now, I couldn't distinguish where exactly. I mean, I know where the properties are, but they weren't outlined. You couldn't really decipher where the 126 acres were, the 172 or the 52. Is that correct statement, or what were they outlined? And I just didn't see it good.
not identified on there, I think.
Okay.
There's something outlined.
There we go.
Yeah, the copies I sent maybe weren't as, maybe a little ambiguous.
Pass this around as well. It kind of shows where the three are in relation to existing properties.
We need to do these one at a time.
You can, or if anybody has questions about them, get them all at once. It's,
Probably easier to do them one at a time, I guess. Liz, you have a copy of the drawing? Or did you look over it?
Yes.
Do you have any questions or concerns about it?
No, I don't.
Tim, do you have anything else?
Nope.
All right, so this is for the ag, put the property into the ag resource, right?
Agricultural district, correct?
So I need a motion to allow this property to go into the ag resources. Is that how you say that?
So I'll make a motion for the Rosser property to be admitted.
Second.
Second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed? So moved. All right. That makes me see better. Which one we doing next, Chester?
yeah. Any questions about that one for you?
Any questions about the Chester Yoder property? Is it the one over on in Benninger? Is that where this is?
It's in the Bear Creek watershed.
Oh, okay. I knew he had property on the plate. I didn't know. I thought it was over his home place. Any questions about this, Liz? Timmy?
Nope.
No, anything? Motion to approve?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So moved. And the last property is the Margraw property, which is out in the cove, right? The ones that the lots that are subdivided there. Is that on the Margraw property or is that? See where the house and the farm, or the barn is, these subdivisions, lots of subdivided, is that?
Those are already existing lots. I don't know. I don't know the owner of those right off.
Any questions on this one, Liz? Timmy?
No.
Okay, need a motion?
I'll make it.
Second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed? So moved, guys.
All right.
Thank you. Good job there. as usual.
We have anything, you all we have yours.
Yeah, I'll write up a letter on those, or Gary will prepare one.
We're down to now, the Vernon
We can do the
Gate.
subdivision, we can drop back to subdivisions. So we've got, should have in your packets, Rockcliffe Creek Estates. This is Cecil Holschneider. Preliminary was approved February 2019. And we actually approved a phase one final plat at that time. It was 10 lots. They didn't record it. They were waiting to complete the roads. And then in the meantime, they decided they didn't want to record all 10 lots. So they submitted this new plat and it has maybe 4 or 5 lots on it. So it's going to replace that other one that was never recorded. And they'll be doing this in phases.
Done a nice job putting the roads up through there.
Mm-hmm.
You been down and look at it?
Yeah, we went down and looked at the stone. They actually paved it. They didn't need to. They didn't have enough lots that they were required to pave it. They went ahead and so exceeded the standard.
He's happy with that.
One day it wasn't there and then the road was finished and I'm like.
This was, I mean, this was years and years and
Yeah,
years.
so I think we're getting close.
This is that same property we had the entrance issues with the neighbor
Yes,
and all
Anthony
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Wow.
had some waivers and
Okay.
so we're getting close.
Yeah.
I had to get down and look at it. I didn't.
That was in the last election cycle.
Yeah, we got in the middle of that.
I think you negotiated that deal. Didn't you? You kind of helped with that a little bit, didn't you?
I'm doing something though.
You just said, why don't you guys get together? And then it happened.
Yeah, this was actually a 2009 application, so it's,
Wow.
we've been working on this one for a while.
It's been a long process.
Mhm.
Anybody have any concerns with this one? Motion to approve,
So,
second.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, aye? All
Aye.
opposed?
Aye.
So moved.
Okay. North Shore West subdivision, lot 9. This is another older one. Preliminary approval was back in 2011, and they submitted some lots at the last month's meeting. I think the lots right around here, lot 8 and 10 were approved last month. So this one's on North Shoreline Drive, so there's not really any road infrastructure or anything since it's on an existing road there.
Any discussion on this one?
So what does this do? Does this add?
This will be another lot. So they basically have all these lots approved preliminarily, and then they've been just submitting them, different phases. Like last time, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 lots, and this is just a single lot. So,
The lots are all real,
yeah.
and make this lot line adjustment on the, they can work it out, but
Okay.
any discussion on this one, Liz?
No, I don't have any issues with this.
Motion to approve?
I'll make this one.
Okay, second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved.
Aye.
Yep,
Okay.
slow motion, weren't we?
Yeah, and then the last one should be back and beyond. There are 2 plats associated with this. One of them is a road and right-of-way plat, and the other one is the first 2 lots, lot 3 and 4. This is one that's been in the works for a while too. We looked at revised preliminary approval back in 2018. There were a couple lots, if you remember, towards the south off of Shoreline Drive. So lot 1 and 2 were already approved because they were coming off of the existing Shoreline Drive, but they haven't done any of these new lots that are now on this new road called Smith Cove Lane. So these will be the first 2 lots that they're going to do off of that lane. I would hold the plat until they'll either have to build that road or bond it, one or the other. And same thing with stormwater. If there's any stormwater, they'll finish that up or put a bond on it before I can release the plat on this part.
You need us to approve these then?
Yes, yeah, so this will be lot 3 and 4, and I'll hold the plat until we get the infrastructure all straightened out before we release them.
I'll listen to a motion to approve the Back and Beyond subdivision, Back and Beyond.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I can't.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay,
And then we just have, I believe, 2 zoning appeals cases. Special exception 487 is an application submitted by Ronell and Senta Julienne for a special exception permit for a single-family home, 6-bedroom transient vacation rental unit. It's at 442 Lakefront Links Drive, tax map 59, parcel 611, zone Lake Residential 1. So they want to turn this one into a TBR unit. So it requires a special exception because it's over 5 bedrooms. Of course, these you can make comments or
any comments on this one?
Not from me.
Nope.
Not for me.
Tim, you have any comment?
Nope.
Okay. Next one.
VR 808, an application submitted by Barbara Feinstein to allow the construction of a residential addition to within 27 feet of the rear property line. Property is located at 518 White Oak Drive, tax map 59, parcel 94, and is zone Lake Residential 1. So they just want to get closer to the rear. They do have the buy down.
Is this a deep Barbara Feinstein
Hmm.
from California or not?
I've met her.
All right, any other comments on this one? And then on that, I told Chad a lot, but this is something I didn't realize. The buy downs are different. On the customer I have back on Skipper Point, wasn't it, Chad?
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, it's just set back to 40 feet in 3 areas. Because the buy down came up further, their buy down was ahead of this buy down. So here's a monument here. So they saw that as a state being a 40 foot. So the setbacks were like this, it looked like a big T. I could go, what the heck? You know?
Rashad's property, isn't it?
Yeah, any line that is, any old buy down line's a rear line, whether it looks like a side or whatever. So you always have that 40-foot setback. So his had basically.
And actually the footprint to build would have been about, you know, I mean, would have been.
How's it impacted with, if the guy next to him has the new bike?
Well, that's what happened with his. His was, it kind of had this notch where he had an old buy down where there were no conservation easement, so it was at his property. But on the north and south of that, it was buy down pieces. So by definition, that was 40. So even though if you looked at it, it looked like sidelines that you'd normally think were 15-foot setbacks, but by definition, because it's next to the buy down, it's 40. So it really pinched it down.
That was the craziest thing I ever saw. It just blew my mind when I got it. The house is sitting outside that line by,
Yeah, no, the house is back on the original lot, which,
yeah.
So you do have some of the
Figured out.
strange that,
All right, anything else, Chad?
I don't believe so.
I sure appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you.
Liz, thank you. Tim, do you have anything else?
I don't believe. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
See you. Have a nice day.
Have a good week.
see you guys.
Enjoy. Bye.